appearance of a liberal persona is just emotional aloneness plus a literal coma with some hopeless psychosis and a bogus 4-year diploma in yoga. Now they're shouting slogans while they're homeless in California. Got a challenge for you, come and get it, trouble, you read it? You better bring a machete, I'm bringing Danny. I deal in the rarest of pepes. I pray to Keck I can set the new record for best separation of head from a neck. I've had this succession, Senate selection with service. Certain celebrities is the search of my centerpiece. When my enemies catch me and kill me, better be filled as a bullet buried in bullshit by barely believe for my story. For that, just come back from the dead. Just rise up and ride up and call crimes a sidecar. Don't look back, karma's coming to get ya. It's finally catching up with ya, bitch. It's called a 45. Here's Johnny.
Welcome everybody to another Sunday morning episode of Easter Egg Hunts on World of Tank with Uncle Smeege. We are going to show you one of the older maps, one that you should all technically know about, which is Himmelsdorf. Now, we found 2 eggs so far on Himmelsdorf, and we're just going to show you one today. But you are going to need the you're going to need these photos of people. Charlie Sheen is applicable. Well, I guess Martin Sheen would too, since these are all World War II photos and these would be of their relatives or ancestors. But Mao Zedong comes into play today, as well as Jennifer Tilly. Tom Berenger has a relative in the photo. And then there's Mao Zedong again with Alyssa Milano and Andy Kaufman, and of course finally Charlie Sheen. So please remember those as this starts up, and you will see the family resemblances and the results of the research to look up these World War II tank crews, or they're, in some cases it looks like they're family members, or they might be people related to the tank crew or may have helped them in some way. So if you're spawning from the north in Himmelsdorf, granted this is an assault, this is an encounter battle, but I'm still spawning to the north side. If you go up Tank Alley to D-8, that's where we're going to see the Easter egg I'm showing you today.
Time to roll out.
I've been using my Skoda because sometimes they're not on the wall. They're actually on the floor of the building you crash into, and then you need some gun depression to look down to see the actual picture. There's the Easter egg there. Now see, what's really weird is you can tell the guy on the top back left is the son of, when Mao Zedong was real young, he boned Tilly, Jennifer Tilly's grandmother, and that was their kid. He was in this tank crew. In the middle back is Tom Berenger's grandfather. On the right is actually Mao Zedong had sex also with Alyssa Milano's great-grandmother, and that was their child. The 2 boys were half-brothers, but they didn't grow up together, though it's coincidence as hell they ended up in the same tank crew. That just amazing coincidence of history. Now in the front row on the right is obviously Charlie Sheen's great-grandfather, which would be Martin Sheen's grandfather, but on the left is this strange duck. This guy, they don't really know his name, they just know what he went by, which was Herman something. He was a plastic surgeon that worked on Andy Kaufman's grandfather. And the only reason that they can figure out that there's a family resemblance between him And Andy Kaufman is because DNA testing showed he may have done a little bit of work on Andy Kaufman's grandmother also, but not the plastic surgery kind, if you know what I mean. So, Easter eggs all over. I think there's another one right here, but I haven't finished the research on it. That will show you both we found in Himmelsdorf. I know third in on the right is Tim Curry's grandfather, but that's all I know so far. Finishing research on this. If you like seeing the Easter eggs, I'm going to do a video that lists all of them. We found multiple Easter eggs on 16 maps so far. And every Sunday morning from 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time to noon Mountain Standard Time is the Sunday morning Easter egg hunt with all the tallied highlights and summaries of the previous week's searching. So if you like this, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if you don't mind to, and then maybe subscribe to Uncle Smeege's channel on Twitch, and watch the live broadcasts of the weekly updates, finding Easter eggs on World of Tanks. That's probably it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and keep tanking out there. Play them tanks, baby. Until next time, Uncle Smeege.